Who was your favorite baseball player as a kid growing up? Mine personally was Ryan Sandberg. Love the guy. Let me know in the comments who yours was. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Craig Ben, aka Cash K, back with a MLB Prize Picks no runs first inning video. I got 4 of them for you here. One of them that's not on the board, but I'll talk about it. And we're just going to dive right into these. If you like these videos, you want me to do more of these no runs first inning, hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Lets me know that you want me to keep knocking out these videos for you. And with that, let's just dive right into it and talk a little baseball. All right, as you can see, we have the baseball product up here. We got first inning runs allowed. Basically, no runs first inning. If you take the under, you're saying no runs first inning. If you take the over, you're saying yes. I'm going to focus on all no runs first inning here. And I got 4 of them for you. And then one of them we'll talk about that's not on the board currently. Maybe they'll put it up later. And maybe they will not put it up at all. But hey, yeah, let me know what's your favorite baseball players. Like I said, I grew up a Cubbies fan, grew up in Central Illinois, and those Cubs were my team. So Ryan Sandberg was the guy, man. I remember, Sean Dunston, Andre Dawson. That whole team was fun. Greg Maddux when he used to pitch for the Cubs, but Ryan Sandberg was the guy. I remember when he was on Sports Illustrated, being the highest paid player, playing second base, and he was like, I think it was like $7 million a year, and that was like back in the early '90s. It's just crazy to think of where the salaries have went this, for baseball compared to just 20, 30 years ago. So with that, anyways, let me know in the comments. I'm curious where everybody's favorite player was growing up. Let's dive right into these. First one we're going to talk about here is we're going to talk about this Philly and Seattle game. Again, we're going to take the unders on all of these here. And we have Nola on the mound for Philly, and it looks like we have Robbie Ray on the mound for Seattle. Both of these gentlemen have not given a run-up in the first inning this year. 6-0 for Nola, and we have 6-0 for Robbie Ray. The juice is on the under around -152. That's out there in the book that I'm looking at. If we kind of see how the offenses have done, Seattle's 9-1 over the last 10 games. So of only one game they've given up a run in the first, or they put up a run in the first inning. Philly, on the other hand, is a little bit hotter. They're 6-4. So 4 of the last 10 they've put up a run in the first inning. So Robbie Ray at times can be, a little bit of a mess, but I still like this no runs first inning. He's done pretty well in the first inning so far. Kind of look at their stats from just comparing them this year. It's just and the juice. I'm always going to lean on the juice here on these unders. So we're going to take the under on this Philly and Seattle game. One more that we're going to kind of look at here that is not on the board, and it is this Houston Minnesota game. It's Justin Verlander and Joe Ryan. I love watching Joe Ryan pitch. Verlander is 5-0 this year, no runs first inning, and Joe Ryan is 4-1. The juice is on the under around -165. It is currently not up on the board here, but if you do see it up on the board, it is definitely probably one of my favorite plays outside of this Philly and Mariners one. So just keep an eye out on that one. That's one that kind of want to mention a little bit. Look at their offenses in that game. Over the last 10, Houston's put up runs in only 3 of the last 10 games, and Minnesota 2 of the last 10 games. So you kind of got like that. Overall, first inning no runs first inning. Houston is 22-7 at 76%, and Minnesota is 21-8 at 72%. So again, I do like the unders on that one. The next one we're going to talk about here, we're going to talk about KC and Texas. So we got the Royals and the Rangers. Going to go the under on this one as well. We have Keller on the bump for KC, and we got Perez on the bump for Texas. Keller is 5-0 this year, not giving up a run in the first inning, and Perez is 4-1. Juice is on the under around -115, so not a lot of juice here, but still leaning on the under. Looking at these offenses, KC has put up runs in only 3 of the last 10 games, and same on the Texas side. Overall, Texas has not been good putting up runs in the first inning. They're 23-4 this year at an 85% clip. And KC is not much better. Only put up runs, and they're 20-6. Their no-run first inning record at a 77% clip. So we're going to take the under on that one, looking at all the stats and the guys that have been pitching on the mound here. So next one we're going to go to is we're going to go to one that makes me a little bit nervous here, just with the power of these offenses, right? But we do get Toronto and the Yankees here. We'll get Kikuchi on the mound for Toronto, and we get Severino on the mound for the Yankees. Kikuchi's 4-1 so far this year, 80% clip. Severino's 5-0. Juice is on the under at -120. Kind of look at the offenses have done. The Yankees have only put up 2 runs over the last 10 games in the first inning. Toronto's been a little bit hot, and they're the one that makes me a little bit more nervous, but having Severino up there, hopefully he can quell that offense. But they've been actually pretty good at putting up runs in the first inning. They put up runs 4 out of their last 10 games, and they're 19-11 at 63%, not giving up a run in the first inning. So they've put up some runs in the first inning. They make me a little bit more nervous than, honestly, the Yankee side, which has only been 22-6 for the year at a 79% clip. But like I said, hopefully having Severino up there can hold the fort down, since he has not given up a run. And I'm more worried about the Toronto offense just with what they've done this year than I am the Yankees offense, that they've been, scuffling a little bit. So, but yeah, like I said, the juice is on the under at -120 here. So we're going to take the under on that one. And then the last one we're going to talk about here, we're going to go and talk about the Atlanta Braves and the Boston Red Sox. We're going to take the under on this one. And if we go see who's on the bump on these guys, we have Whitlock on the mound for Boston. He is 3-0, not giving up a run in the first inning so far. And then Kyle Wright for Atlanta. He is 4-1 this year. Only one of his last 5 games he's given up a run. Juice is on the under around -115, -120, depending on what book you're looking at there. Looking at the offenses a little bit, both offenses are scuffle in the first round. I mean, Boston's only put up a run 1 in the last 10 games. Same with Atlanta, 1 in the last 10 games. So I think we can take advantage of that with what the pitchers have been doing this year and how the offenses haven't really been going in the first inning here. So I do like the under for that one. But like I said, I think one of my favorite plays is that Houston and Minnesota, just with Verlander and Joe Ryan on the mound, and it has the heaviest juice on the board, and maybe that's why they haven't put it up here. Now, there's one that has heavy juice on the under that's on the early game that I'll talk about here, but I really don't like it, looking at what the pitchers have done. And it's that first game where they have Skubal and Montas for Detroit and Oakland. Skubal has given up, Skubal's given up runs in 60% of his games so far. He's 3-2 this year, and then Montas is 4-2 this year. So now the juice is on the under at -175 in a lot of places. I would take a chance on the over, honestly, with what they've been doing. Looking at the offenses, now Detroit has not put up a run in last 10 games. They've been pretty horrendous. Oakland has put up a run in 3 of their last 10. So that's just one that the odds just did not match up with, looking at the stats a little bit there. So I get why people are doing it with both of those offenses are pretty bad. So if you want to take the under on that one, I get it. I just throw the odds out there for you guys, but not one I'm personally touching. But if you wanted to take that one, you can definitely lean on that. So those are the plays we got here. Like I said, my favorite one is Houston at Minnesota. If you can get it, if it does put up on the board, then I'll rank these. I'll do Phillies and Mariners number 1. Then I'll come down here to Braves and Red Sox is number 2, Royals and Rangers number 3, and then Blue Jays and Yankees is number 4. So these are no runs first inning. Again, if you found any value in these videos, please hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and we'll keep these rolling. So appreciate each one of you. Let me know your favorite baseball player growing up. I want to hear it. Let's go. See you on the flip side. Deuces.